For this, you're going to use the same sandbag or implement that you used on the sandbag drag through. So this is actually the same test that you saw in the holistic fitness test. However, this is going to allow you to go at a much heavier weight. If you used a weight that was about 15% of your body weight for the sandbag drag through, then you would be using the same weight that the holistic fitness test requires. But the idea of this in our programming is that with time, as you gain strength in the sandbag drag through, then we can proportionally progress your hill run with a heavier sandbag. So then the benefits as compared to the holistic fitness test is that by using a heavier sandbag for this same challenge, when you go back to the test, it's obviously going to feel a lot easier for you. It's going to allow you to complete that 400 meters much faster. The irony here is that this test will most likely be less painful for you if you're using a heavier weight because you're going to have to run slower. So that's a classic example of when you're lifting heavier weight, you're not allowed to do as many repetitions or you're not allowed to move as fast. And so because of that, you're not able to build up the same amount of lactic acid and it's actually less painful. So that's the good news. Now, if you are using heavy weight, definitely move at a comfortable pace. I'm running at a pretty consistent and slow jog for me, which is much slower pace than what I would do on the holistic fitness test. This is a 45-pound sandbag as compared to a 25-pound medicine ball. So literally 20 more pounds is going to slow me down substantially. Let's speed up the video from here. If you've already completed the holistic fitness test, then you should have a really good idea of how to execute this challenge. If you haven't completed that for any reason, then keep watching as I'm going to explain in more detail. I just switched shoulders on the halfway point. So that's going to be right at about 0.12 or 0.13 miles, as our goal is to run 400 meters uphill with this sandbag for time. So that means you're going to be running 0.25 miles on a treadmill, as most treadmills don't measure in meters, but 0.25 miles is very close to 400 meters. Your hill is representative of a 15% incline on that treadmill, which is as high as most treadmills will go. If I could make it steeper, I probably would. But that variable never changes. Only manipulate the speed, do this as slow or as fast as you need to, and then the sandbag weight will get stronger as your sandbag drag through increases. Make sure you record the time it took you to complete the 400 meters and the weight that you carried up the hill.